everybody, and welcome back to another video. This is my video on the new Tesla app update, and I'm going to go through the app and I'm going to talk about things that I liked about the old one, things that I didn't like, and the things that I like about this new one. So the first thing that you'll notice about it is the car has a lot more detail to it. They actually added a lot more feature to it. I absolutely loved how this was set up. So you've got the controls at the top, you got lock, air conditioning, charging, and then opening the front trunk. Those were icons that were there before, but it's a little bit easier to navigate. The first tab that you'll see is controls, and I love that it does a zoom in over the top of it. And you can open the trunk, lock the door, unlock the door, and you can also open the charge port from here. So this is a really helpful area. You can also flash your lights, honk the horn, start it up, or do home link. The next thing that we go into is climate control. Now, climate control is a lot better. You have all the seats that you see right here, the front and then all the back seats as well. And as long as your Tesla actually has the feature to heat the seats in the back and the front, you can turn it all on there. You can also turn the heat on in the car. It's got your control of the temperature down there, and then you've got your vent button. Those are all not new things, but just the way that it functions is, I love that they animate it so that you can see the air blowing at you. And this even works if your spouse or whoever else is driving the car is driving it. You can see if they've got the air on, it'll actually be blowing, and then it'll also animate them driving, which is pretty cool. You've got your location, where the car is parked. That might come in handy if you forgot where you parked in a parking lot, you're trying to find it. And then you've got your summon feature there. The thing I like about the summon feature is it's a lot more responsive in this app. Before, it would take a little bit to connect and get things going, and it gives you the controls a lot sooner. Now, the summon feature itself is still very imperfect. It didn't do a great job. I tried to summon it in a pretty empty parking lot, had a really hard time navigating. When it got to the road, it went to the opposite side of the lane and then just wouldn't drive towards me. Now, if you click the security tab, this is a feature that I like a lot better. It's a lot easier to find in this one. You can activate Sentry mode from here. You can do the valet mode, which is if you give the car to a valet, it only lets it go to a certain speed, and then they only have limited functions, so they can't get it and change any of the settings or take it on a joyride. It also has a speed limit mode, so if say you lent it out to a family member, you didn't want them going above a certain amount of speed, so like 65 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. If you wanted to cap it out, you could make it so they couldn't hit over 100 or something, not get speeding tickets in the car. And then if you go into the upgrades tab, you have not just software upgrades, but now the accessory tab. And then you've got manage, which is mainly for the subscription. So you got premium connectivity, subscription on mine, which is unlimited. That was part of the perks of my car. And then autopilot included, full self-driving included. So the full package there. I actually don't have any more updates that I can do. The weirdest part about these tabs though is whether you click the software upgrades or the accessory upgrades, it brings you pretty much to the same thing. So you got Tesla Shop that you can go to from that upgrades. And then you also have, the subscribe section of this as well. The only thing that's very interesting to me, and maybe they're out of stock, I haven't checked online, is that when you go into the shop, it's got, under wheels and tires, it pretty much just has the chains and, the covers, things like that. It doesn't actually have the tire options in here, which I found really odd. I want to buy, a set of snow tires, so I've got two separate sets of tires, and they don't have those on the app portion of it. So maybe that's going to be added, but you can go through each of the accessory areas. So you've got interior, exterior, wheels, floor mats, parts, and keys, if you want to have a physical key. Under the service tab, I actually have a service appointment. We need to just get the air filter changed out, and I'm gonna also have them look at the compressor, the air conditioning compressor. It was making some weird noises, but I'm gonna just have it checked out anyway before the warranty is up. That's always a good idea. Take it into service as many times as you can for little things that you find while it's under warranty. You've got your Roadside Assistant. If you click on that, it brings up the different options that you have within there. Flat tire, car will not drive, charging, other, right? I've never let it die, so I've never had to use that. I've never had a flat tire in it, so I've never had to use that, but I hear it's pretty good. Then you got your basic information down at the bottom. They've made it a lot simpler looking. It's just clean looking. Model 3 long range. We're at 88,000 miles, which is crazy. I can't believe we're already at that. I think we bought it at 30,000 or 33,000 miles when we got it used. So it's crazy that we're there. And the version of update, I just updated right at this moment. So it's at 2021.24.5. Some of the things I like about this app, actually, there's not too many things I dislike about the app. The only thing that I found is when I was trying to figure out how to open the charge port the very first time, I was expecting if you hit charge up at the top that it would pull that up and you could open it, but that's just the charge limit. And I did like how it incrementally goes up, so you can see where you're stopping that charge limit up if you want to do 70, 80, 90, or 100%. All of that lies in the controls. That's where you want to open up the charge port. But I thought that that would be a shortcut to just opening it up right there. So that's really my only complaint to it. I think it's a lot cleaner of a design. It has certain features on it too, like it animates if you're driving. You know, if you want to keep track of where the car is, whether your kids have it or your spouse has it, you want to know where they're at or how close they are, if they're going to pick you up or something, you can actually see it in real time. It'll actually animate if the door's open, just like on the screen in the car. So, you know, it's got Uber creeper mode if you want Uber creeper mode on it. Very, very clean app. I really enjoy it. It's been great to use. An update we didn't really need, but is great to have. It was more of like aesthetics and a little bit of quality of life. Maybe the speed is a lot faster than before, but hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully it gave you some insight to the app and some of the features it has. If you want to see more videos about Tesla or tech or anything like that, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.